Alrighty, what's up guys? Metal here. So today I'm doing a different video than usual. It's going to be me playing this game called The Deed, and as I play the game, The Deed, I'm going to be talking with my buddy Moniker, who bought the game for me and recommended that I play it. So, without further ado,
I used my
there we
vast
go.
fortune of 50 cents.
Your vast fortunes, your estates.
Well, former vast fortune.
Did you like have to dig deep into your estates? Estates?
Yes,
Sell like a fucking house?
Need actual inheritance.
Alright, should I play the intro or
This is
skip the
training.
intro? I guess I need to play it for the YouTubers.
Buy it.
Yeah. F1 game options, F2 resets game, F12. Alt enter full screen. Escape is access menu. I'm already in full screen. Why is escape access menu inventory? Okay.
I don't. You don't ever use it really
This control
when you're doing evidence stuff.
fucking glorious. Scotland, November 1945. My name is Aaron Bruce, son of Malcolm Bruce and rightful heir to the Dunshill house. I recently discovered that my tyrant of a father intends to disinherit me in favor of my deranged younger sister. My relationship with my family is strained, to say the least. I've decided that the time has come for my sister to be removed from this ghastly equation. Ooh, ghastly. We're getting fancy around here. I intend to put her out of her misery. Unfortunately, my sister never leaves the confines of the Dunshill house, which makes the matter more complicated. I have not visited the family and home in quite some time. I can't bear to be in that hellhole for long. However, my presence on the night of my father's 50th birthday will cause no suspicion. I must choose the timing and method of the deed very carefully. Tonight is the night. I go and it is done. The bell invites me. Is this like an elevator that I'm in that's shaking like this, or what the fuck?
Train car.
Train car. Why is there a piano in it?
It's a very, very fancy train car.
I guess so. I like how my mouse controls.
Or an extreme
That's
elevator. That's
I
a
guess
goal.
it's actually
I'm gonna
a car.
have an elevator in my house.
Bloody
Has
hell,
its own
George.
piano with a guy that just plays in there.
Who has been
Writing in it, he's just
responsible for
playing on.
maintaining the gardens? The Big Jack Willis, sir. He's been dead almost a year now. I do a little here and there. Can't do much on account of my bad back, though. My sister has offered to help you, then. Mrs. Jennifer hasn't really the outdoor type. I know, George. Very funny, sir. Let's go inside before... Alright. Great. So I have an asshole butler, basically. What I learned from that. Homecoming. Burst through relatives and search the house for useful objects. That is a giant... Okay, I hate how this game is 800 by 600 and fuck you, Uplay. Fuck you. Like a third of my screen is come up by someone coming online. You will only be allowed to pick up 2 objects from around the house before dinner commences, so choose wisely. After dinner, you have the chance to plant an item of evidence if you wish, and then commit the murder. There are many ways to do the deed, but only the cunning will succeed. Ah, that kind of rhymes. Was that on purpose? Good evening, Mr. Aaron. May I take your coat? Only if I can take your dress. Yes. It's the way to talk to a lady. Yeah, no shit. It's fine. Fine. Okay. Oh my fucking god. I don't wanna seem like I'm just gonna say I'm very busy because I don't want to seem like, you don't want to tell her that you're estranged. First time you showed up and all. What the fuck, you play? Alright, that's the 3rd time. I'm getting rid of you. Get out of here. Okay. Away from failing out, so let's start this job. You are here now, and I'm sure you're very eager to meet with the others. Your father is in the library on your left, and your mother is in the parlor, which is on your right. Your sister is upstairs in her room. Where can I find you? I know my way around my own damn house. Thank you. Kitchen preparing dinner. I'll sound the bell when dinner is served. Great. The arrow keys movement is a little strange. I'm way faster than you, bitch!
Move, but it's kind of pain.
Yeah, I'll just arrow key it, I think. I didn't want to go in that doorway, but okay. What's this? None of these books interest you. Damn. An assortment of family records and heirlooms are contained in this ornate glass cabinet. Why is everything going red? Oh, it's like a memory. I don't know. Of course you do. Use your head for once, boy. Great Uncle Thomas? What initials do you see on that silverware? DB. What kind of half-wit spells Thomas with D? I don't know. Well, I do. It's got a half-wit that's standing next to me. Now, which of your ancestors owned that silver chalice? If you get that wrong, there will be serious consequences, boy. Oh, so basically your dad was a huge dick.
Just a dick the entire game. Like, there's never a point where he's just, like, cool. For even
Then again, I mean, you know, you say all you want about your dad in this game, but you're the one who's gonna kill your sister for inheritance money, so...
He's a kind of a bitch, too, though.
Well, I mean, you're killing people, so... I think that kind of makes you the worst.
He collects mirrors. If you collect that stupid of an object.
What does he collect again?
Mirrors.
What the fuck? Who collects
other,
mirrors?
Stupid thing. Yeah, it was something really dumb.
Alright, the love of your mother's possessions to rusty old
like pictures or
gramophone.
something.
You play all of her favorite records. Is that my mom at the table? I see you made it, Aaron. Forgive me. If I don't stand, your mere presence is on heart attack. Hello, mother. Please sit down if you want to talk properly, Aaron. I don't want to clear my neck looking up at you. I don't really want to talk to you that bad, frankly. How's that? Did I take the diary? Alright.
You don't know what's in it until you take it. But you can't put items back. And you can only take 2.
Can I, like, write in the diary? Because I'm, like, thinking I can frame her by writing she did the murder in the diary. Is that even an option? No, that's gay. That'd be my first thing. Alright. You finally
That'd be pretty easy.
Tell me you are here to cause trouble. Here to make amends. So you could just come here and be like super sketchy and just like shit talk everyone and like be super angry. I'm sure that really wouldn't go well for you.
Yep.
Here to make amends.
There's one where you're beating like whip that your dad used on you as a kid and you can like keep in your person. And then if you like go into an interrogation room with a detective, he'll like search you and be like, what the hell? I want to keep my affairs personal.
For what it's worth, I apologize about my stress.
Or it was like, I'd like to keep my leash to myself or something like that.
Oh my god. You'll forgive me if I'm a little skeptical about the sudden change in your attitude, Aaron. However, if we can get through today without any drama, then I would appreciate it. Well, that ain't happening. Have you been up to see your sister yet? She's been going through an unusually time. Time recently. Christ, what's wrong with her this time? You okay? You sound worried. Do you think it's serious? I've not seen her this bad in a long time. Do you remember last summer when she... So she's like suicidal. So people think she's suicidal. So that kind of works in the favor if I'm trying to kill her. I guess. Upstairs. Character does not change. Remains a frozen time capsule of childhood you would soon forget. The wardrobe but find nothing apart from your clothes and your mother's excessive collection of jewelry. Fair. Only this is only once you slide the top drawer that you remember this is where your father keeps his shotgun. The shiny barrel almost seems to call out to you. Guns are certainly noisy but efficient weapons. Let's leave that shot because that would like wake up it. This doesn't seem like a very good way to go. It leaves a lot of evidence. You enter the surreal atmosphere of your sister's room. Mirrors of various sizes cover the walls, creating the eerie illusion of a crowded space. Hi, sis. I thought I smelled a rat. Have you come to see me, little rat? You're creepy. How are you feeling? How have I been? What an odd thing for... What the fuck is wrong with you? Normally they just say squeak. You used to have a pet rat, didn't you? Remember what I did to him?
Even now.
Oh, he squeaks. That's great. So she's like literally insane. This chick's gotta have like schizophrenia.
Yeah.
What did you want to talk to me about, little rat? You're still collecting mirrors. Father seems very worried about you. My condition? What condition? I don't have a condition. Clearly you have a condition. You collect mirrors and you call people rats. You want to have me sent away, don't you? Well, it won't work. I won't. Yeah, so she's obviously like schizophrenic. Okay. She was staring at herself in the mirror. Notice you rifling in her wardrobes. Notice you find a pair of silky undergarments with her initials broidered on the inside. Landed in the right place, these might weave a tale of their own. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna leave those
Basically,
where
you have
they're
to
at
kind
for
of go
now, so I
around
can
and like
figure
figure out
out.
everything first,
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling
and
now.
then plot something.
Ornate clocks are your
Like talk to
sister's
everyone, get
third
everyone's
love,
stories
right
in.
behind mirrors and cruelty. Okay. You step inside your former bedroom, now a simple guest room. Most of your old furniture is banished. Probably thrown on a bonfire, knowing your father. Holy shit. I didn't want to go in the menu. Oh, go. Apparently, like, there's 0 on the numpad is also the menu key. There's at least one of your items in your remaining for your old fencing sword. This is a very weapon. Fucking run through my fucking sister. Okay. This wardrobe is vacant and barren. Alright. The bedside table has been emptied of whatever items you left behind. Who calls it a bedside table? Like fucking way longer than you need to save just to say a nightstand. Whatever. Door up here.
Whoops. Actually, my mom an alcoholic when I was trying to speed through the menus.
Even now, the familiar musty smell of your father's library fills you with dread as you step inside. You have too many bad memories of it. Dad. Hello, Father. Father remains silent for several moments. Bill seems to pass through the library. When he speaks, it is a quiet and bitter tone. Hope you'd ever enter this house again. Why are you here? To you, of course, Father. Happy birthday. It's obvious why I'm here. I want to put all that unpleasantness behind us and wish you a happy 50th birthday. Happy? You honestly think this is a happy day for me? Another day where I can watch my life's work crumble into nothing? Another day to see our bloodline slit its own throat? Well, that's a little bit too literal. You know how to make me happy? Move back to Dunshill, take your proper place, and do your damn duty. You have to let me live my own life. It's too late, Father. I have my own life now. My own home, my own job. Damn them both to hell. Do you really think your pathetic little life means anything? Damn, dude, you're a fucking dick. You're the last of a noble dynasty that stretches back hundreds of years. What does your life mean next to that? He says everything, but that's not what I would say there. I'd be a lot more of a fucking cunt when someone says something like that to me. You're not the same. You're the same snot-nosed brat you always were, boy. Obviously, I didn't give you enough discipline as a child. Can I kill my dad and my sister on the same night and then just rewrite his will for him and sign his name?
You can frame him for the murder and put him in jail forever.
Okay, well that's fair. Can't be
I think
civil,
his
I'll take
whip
my
or
leave.
whatever like that
I
was in
consider
his drawer
determined
in
to be
that room.
impossible. I think we had better end this discussion now. You're the impossible one, boy, as always. But I think you're probably right about one thing. This conversation is pointless. Now it's over. Get out of here. Yeah, Where my father is looking quietly over the top of the desk. And table inside seems to be full of memorabilia. One of the items tends shiver through your bones. The cruel leather toss that your father used to beat you when you were a child. Perhaps you planted in the right place and might ask questions. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's one of the items that I'm taking. Right. Get out of here. Fuck you, Dad. Dick. Inside table is currently empty. Now, do I plant and stuff before dinner, or do I get my 2 items, then do dinner?
It's
then...
after dinner.
Okay.
You get your 2 items,
then you go to dinner, and
You'll
then you
have
do
eats.
the deed. So, here's what I'm thinking. I kill my sister with my dad's shotgun, and I plant his whip in her room. Don't tell me how effective that's going to be. That's my plan right now.
Time period. You have to leave and like get to a different. Comes in and sees you, or like
Right.
investigates. So
Right.
the stealthier weapon you have, the more time you have to get away. But the weapon also change suspicions for different people.
Right, but your dad's shotgun would make it immediately people think it's the shotgun, right? You find there's no way you
into
can
every room in the
conceal
house.
this shotgun without closing suspicious. I didn't want to give up my coat. I wanted to keep my coat. Fuck this game. That's why I fucking made a horrible joke to that person. I didn't want to give up my goddamn coat. Can I go and get my coat back from the fucking front? Nope. Alright, well, shotgun, I can't. Shotgun won't fly.
This is why this game takes multiple playthroughs.
Can't you begin to salivate at the promising scent of roast beef? I guess I'm gonna go for like a kitchen knife. Have to find. Sure.
Have you gone in the basement?
Dinner is about ready now. I will ring the bell to call everyone. No, I haven't. I didn't even know there was a fucking basement. Oh yeah, there's that big downward staircase. Alright, well. I got my 2 items, so I think we're kind of
Well,
fucked.
you're already set for
Sophia,
next
could you come
playthrough,
here a moment? Yes,
Investigate
ma'am.
and get your
Pour me
coat.
some more wine. Yes, ma'am. But madam, what is it, George? I must protest. It's always been my duty to pour the wine at dinner. What the fuck is wrong with you, butler? Oh, well, I don't want to cause any trouble. Nonsense. What does it matter, George? Stop being overly pedantic. But I... Yeah. Let him pour the damn wine, would you? Job. You stay out of it, boy. If your mother wants to grow damn wine, then grow. Of course, sir, my apologies. An interfering little rat, isn't he? Yes, he is. Why can't you ever keep your mouth shut, boy? Now, don't leave your temper. Careful, father. There's no need to make a scene at dinner. I'll show you a scene. Get over here. Malcolm, please let's not permit this behavior to ruin dinner. Yes, I suppose you're right. You can count your lucky stars, boy. Sophia, could you come here, please? Yes, Miss Jennifer. I just wanted to say this was the loveliest meal I've ever tasted. I don't know how you do it, cunning pixie. You are too kind, miss. Of course, I will have tea and cakes for you in the drawing room after dinner. I wouldn't mind some of your hotcakes. Yep, starting each other. One for me, I'm full, I guess. Have anything? Well, you weren't offering any, so there. Yeah, that was so dumb, because, like, everything you can say there is really kind of dumb. Anyway. Jennifer, let's all try and be civil. Anyway, let's not forget why we were here today. Celebrate your father's birthday. Such a very important occasion for us all. You are so dear to us, Malcolm. Happy birthday, Daddy. Indeed, happy birthday, Father. Let's hope it will be one to remember. Well, I think that's sure. Now it's time to quickly plant any items of evidence you have. To do so, simply enter the desired room and select the item inventory. When you are ready, enter the drawing room to do the deed. Oh yeah, it's fucking arrow keys. I'm gonna keep going to WASD. Items. Okay. The whip has been planted in the sister's room.
Oh shit, I got arrested.
Oh shit. You should
Oh,
run
I'm
out of the
dead.
drawing room. Once you're in there, there's no turning back. Oh, you got shot? Alright. Well, you see Jennifer staring out of a window ahead of you, lost in one of her strange moods. She doesn't notice you entering the drawing room. Now is the time. Alrighty.
But you already planted the evidence?
Yep. How do I actually kill her?
Walk up to her.
Use the murder. Okay, there we
There's
go.
the action key.
Alright, there we go. So let's set a streak when you grab her from behind, shove the knife in her back. You silence her cries with one hand over her mouth. Twisting the blade, you then let her lump body fall over to the ground. Alright, need to get out of the room. Ah! Can't go back that way. Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out in my old room, I guess. Oh. Well, too late. I don't get how it's not like painfully obvious to everyone that it was you. You come back for the first time in like however long, and then your sister dies. But whatever.
I'm gonna show up after being gone for 20 years after inheritance that I'm not getting any, and then kill the only other heir.
Yeah, it's not like
Ah,
painfully obvious
weird.
right there. Good evening,
Hung up
everyone. I am.
usually friendly.
Good evening, everyone. I am Chief Inspector Winston Lewis. I understand this is a difficult time for your family. You're damn right it is. I want to know what you're doing wasting time in here while my daughter's killer is still out there. Well, Mr. Bruce, we have found no evidence of forced entry and no one was seen entering or leaving the house. Dude, can you like make evidence of forced entry and like just make them think that like someone broke in the house and fucking escaped? And just nobody knows who it is? That'd be the way to do it. It seems entirely possible
I saw him
then
go that way.
that the killer is in this room. Yeah, just like completely make up a whole person instead of trying to frame someone. You know?
I feel like they'd be onto that pretty quick though.
I mean, not how would they be? Like if you just break a window in that same room after you kill her. I don't know. What? No. That seems highly unlikely, Inspector. Perhaps it is. However, in order to follow protocol, I'll have to interview each one of you in turn. Mrs. Bruce, would you like to meet me in the library first? I suppose so. The interview. Thank you for joining me in here, Mr. Bruce. I'm sure this won't take long. Before we begin, I'll need to search your person. Best to get these formalities out of the way. Is this really necessary? I'm afraid so. Turn around, please. Now that's out of the way. Let's move on to the interview. As you know, I've already spoken to everyone else who was present in the house at the time of your sister's death. We've also now completed our initial search of the house, but we'll get to that later. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? First of all, we will run through all of your activities since your arrival. The maid says that you and the butler arrived shortly after 7 o'clock and that she greeted you at the door. The maid says you made a rather inappropriate remark of a sexual nature towards her. This leads me to question your character, I'm afraid. It was only intended... Complete rubbish, that never happened. It was only intended as harmless jokes. Of course I did. Have you seen the maid? So... It was only intended as a harmless joke. It was intended purely as a lighthearted joke. In retrospect, it may have been inappropriate. Yes, it is indeed possible to misjudge these situations. It's worth noting that the butler has also commented on your inappropriate behavior towards the maid. Later on, you had a conversation with your mother, Gloria, on the parlor. She told me that you were unusually cordial. Something about wanting to apologize and make amends. I was being sincere. Yeah. I just want to clear the air between myself and my family. I see. Do you think it's slightly suspicious that you suddenly wanted to reconcile after all this time? No, I don't think so. Very well then. As you spoke briefly about her sister, she seemed quite concerned. Her well-being. We're worried my sister might attempt suicide. My mother and I were concerned that my sister might attempt to take her own life. She had attempted once before. She had, hadn't she? I will take note of that. You went to see your father in the library. I understand your conversation became quite heated. My father's always had a temper. Of course it did. My father's an irritating man. Actually, I thought the conversation... Alright, so throw shade at Dad because I'm trying to frame him. My father is impossible. Our conversations often become heated. I see. It has caused you to lose your temper then. Discuss the prospect of moving back to Dunshield. Refuse to do so under any circumstances, I understand. Of course, I've already made a life elsewhere. My father fails to accept the life that I have my own life in. I can't just move back here. Of course not. That's completely understandable. Did you speak to your sister before dinner? Yes, I did. Yes, I went to her room to see her. I see. What did you discuss with her? Nothing at all. She insulted me and I left. Brief as most conversations I've had with my sister. She called me a rat and not wanting to be inserted. I shouldn't have told him that. To be honest, I was used to it from her. Let's move on. That was dumb. I should have just said I never talked to her. Let's move on to the events that happened before dinner. I understand there was an argument involving the butler. You felt he was being treated unfairly. Our family has always treated the servants poorly. Because you can't say anything that's going to obviously contradict what someone else said that just throws shade on you. Someone has to stand up for the servants around here. My family treats them like dirt. Indeed, it was good of you to do so, Mr. I gather that your father lost his temper at one point. Just the usual, he always lost his temper. Yeah. That was nothing out of the ordinary. Your father often loses his temper at dinner. My father loses his temper no matter where he is. I see. Now I need to ascertain your location at the time of your sister's death. Where were you when you heard the initial scream? There's my old bedroom. This is the guest bedroom. I see, thank you. As I said earlier, we've completed our initial search of the property. Found this leather toss while searching your sister's room. You know who it belongs to? Yes, it belonged to my father. Interesting that it should be kept in your sister's room. Was your father ever violent toward your sister? Let's just say he was never one to spare the strap. See. I'm curious about the murder weapon. The knife used to stab your sister was in the back came from the kitchen, making the maid a suspect. It is all very interesting. I'll be completely honest with you now, Mr. Bruce. While some of your behaviors have been this evening have been peculiar, I can find no cause for any significant suspicion. Also, I must regard your father as a suspect, even though the evidence is far from conclusive. I'm slightly curious about the maid, but I don't think she was involved in this. Given the weapon that was used, obviously suicide is not a realistic possibility. Now, as for what happens next, you can go for now, but I would appreciate it if you did not leave town. I may have more questions for you later, although I think I will have some further questions for your father. Alrighty, so I made it past the first interview. Let's go. Although the inspector harbored suspicions about you, you were not brought in for further questioning. Your father was taken in for questioning and initially became the prime suspect, but it was determined that there was not sufficient evidence to lead to an arrest. You had gotten away with the murder, it seemed. However, you had not given them sufficient reason to suspect anyone else either, and your father harbored suspicions of his own. Some years later, you were surprised to see his obituary in a national newspaper, and horrified to learn that he had given his estate and possessions to a trust organization. You had committed this foul act for nothing, and now there was nothing at all to give you comfort in the long night when your demons of the past came to haunt you. Alright, so I basically did just frame someone that didn't exist, because nobody actually went down for the murder, but I didn't go down for the murder. So, I mean, what happened to your...
I only framed somebody once, and I don't even remember how I did it.
How'd your first one go? Did you fail, or did you do the same thing I did?
Oh, yeah, I got sent to jail.
You got said, well, I did better than you. All right.
I tried to do it as suicide, but then what ended up happening was I ended up getting sent to, like, I was 2, and they didn't suspect anyone, and then they were like, hey, you have a motive, so I got brought in for further questioning, and then I got arrested.
Right. Well, I'd
And
say that's a
died in
pretty good
prison,
playthrough.
So
I'm gonna post that up.